Tampa Bay trots out there now. First carry for Rachaad White. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The Buccaneers in a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a dump off here complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
Well, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
They'll go up the middle with White. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with White. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got White here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Really nice effort and an even nicer stop from Marcus May there. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Marcus May with a pick. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on.
The last drive, he threw the interception, and that led to a field goal to tie this ball game. So all level here now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. A run to begin the second half with White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that good, strong run could serve a little bit as a metaphor because White is someone who took a sizable leap from year 1 to year 2. Essentially doubled his yardage output with over 1,500 yards from scrimmage, and that success appears to have carried over to this season.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. All of a sudden, we've got a new ball game back to level after that interception that he threw on the previous drive. The drive starts with a run by White. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. We've seen him escape similar situations. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, only one phrase comes to mind after watching that fake executed before 4th down. You know what it is?
I can't wait to hear it. I'm very baffled right now. What do you got?
They had a method to their madness.
Yeah, their method worked. You don't see people line up to go for a fake without it being 4th down, but I guess they had a play they liked.
Yeah, I was enjoying your commentary on that one as you were trying to set it up. Okay, not 4th down, setting up for a field goal, and they fake it. It was amazing.
Once again, it's White.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yards.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They run straight ahead here with White, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
They go with White on the counter, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
This is 1st and 10.
Now a give to White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if they tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? Not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I say.
I'm a hot girl yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we'll be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans.
So here are the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. They start to drive with White. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
We're scoreless after 1. Second down and 3. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
They go play action here on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. The Bucs at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
On the move to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
The Bucs ready to take over once again as we eat closer and closer to intermission.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
White, he'll try the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll roll him out right. Oh, good move. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. So we've come to halftime and a
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw here. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drive. First down, here's White. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's going to go up top again. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers of ball.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them.
So now the Bucs down by 8, a minute 45 to play. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Otton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On a handoff, it's White. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here comes 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Flushed out right.
And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. Can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one.
And I can show you how the other half lives. Yeah, I can take you out of this. Get on your grind and take the dive. Can you riddle me this? If a house is just a loan, why not double your chips? Look up a property in your city, then buy it and flip. You just copped yourself a brand new whip. You poor thing, I know you wanna live just like this. Checks to the man and crawl back in the hole. Yo, I can turn the dirt into gold. Just take a little slice of heaven and bring it right back home. The price of easy living is a pity of soul. No appliances in your kitchen, televisions and phones, and a nice silk sheet set to fold. You poor
rock up the hill, falling down to your grave. I can help you carry all that weight. Reach out your hand to me, child, if you want to be saved. Just put $1 in the bucket every day after day and watch your problems, anxiety, struggle, spirit away. And at the end of the road, I know a place. You poor thing, I'm sure they'll let you walk right in the gate.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium.
So here are the Bucks now to take over for the first time. First carry for Rachaad White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They're facing the early deficit here after he threw the interception on the previous drive. So he'll try to make amends here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On the draw, here's White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on 1st down.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, there's 7.